Hey there, let's take a look at the HDMI Scanline Generator, the way to get the tube TV feel on your modern flat screen via HDMI. Obviously you have your HDMI in, which is the source, out goes to your TV. So here, for example, you'd hook up your Nintendo Wii, this goes to your TV, and then you'd have Scanlines with your virtual console games. Or so you'd think. Now, there's a few options here, so let's take a look at all of them. First and foremost, I'm not sure if you can quite make out that there are very visible divots in the tabs here. This allows you to adjust the red, green, and blue color saturation. The more you turn it up, the brighter the image and the fainter the scan lines. Obviously, the darker the image and the darker the scan lines. I personally leave it around here somewhat. Usually have green turned down and red and blue turned up a little bit, but I try to keep it as dark as possible because that's more authentic to the experience. Now with that said, let's take a look over here. You have a USB in, which supplies power to the board, which you should almost never need, unless you're providing an HDMI source that doesn't carry enough power. I've tested this with 3 different HDMI cords. I don't know if there is any particular reason why they work and some might not. It could have something to do with the HDMI standard, 1.4, 1.2, 1.3. Now with that said, you have your on-off switch. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You have a VSync switch, which pretty much just turns off the scan lines, but leaves it running. So it darkens the image and allows the saturation process to happen without actually applying the scan lines. Now, I personally think that's fucking stupid. I don't know why they included that, but they did. Now, over here you have width. This you'd think would be to adjust the thickness of the scan lines. Again, it doesn't. It literally just toggles on and off the scan lines. It is pretty much left or right. There is no in between. If you have it there, it just registers as either on or off. So again, another useless switch. Now you have the even and odd. This is important because it allows you to switch between the even and odd scan lines. Why would you want to do that? Personal preference. If you prefer the lines on an even or an odd base, I usually leave it on even. That's my personal preference. Now here it says 2x1 and 4x3. Now what this button actually does over here is this toggles the thickness of the scan lines, as I will demonstrate in the following video. Now with that said, I'm going to display some video that I captured off of my Sega Saturn using a SCART to RGB upscaler, and then that is running into this. And I also captured a bunch of virtual console games, GameCube games, etc. off of my Wii U using this as well. So I'm going to play the footage. There's going to be no talking over it. There's just straight gameplay so you can see unhindered what it looks like. With that said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give the video a like. If you dislike the video, let me know why in the comment section below. Last but not least, if you'd like to be notified upon release of future quality content, which there is a lot coming, subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Here's the video footage as promised.